Oh yeah. I noticed like the other day or two, whatever. Extra core upgraded. I seen it upgrade, but I didn't say much about it. What did I say something earlier yesterday about it? Oh, I think I said something earlier about it. You know, extra core upgrading. It mean upgrading and all that.
This sounds like an epic showdown, Josiah. Since you are recording this for your YouTube channel, let's set the stage for a...
I'll make this video, then I'll I have one video I got yesterday, reaction video, edited all together, all the one mini clip of it. Second clip wrong, but yesterday in a reaction video, and then the full of it, the rest of it, which is way longer than the first start of it. So I had that reaction video already edited. That's from yesterday. I uploaded 2 videos I made recorded earlier. So I'm gonna post already for today, or continue to record. It's only 5:38, but yeah, I was letting you know.
High stakes battle. We are in the caverns of eternal frost,
This is a high stakes battle.
where the air is thick with Mildew Mage's toxic spores and the ground shakes from Mammoth Maul's weight. The matchup: hero, role, opponent, Jack, magical offense, Mildew Mage, the swamp sorcerer, Miles, frontline tank, Mammoth Maul, the primal brute, Gwen, stealth and precision, Kitaru, the shadow assassin. The opening scene: the villains have cornered your team at the edge of a frozen precipice. Mammoth Maul lets out a deafening roar, swinging his tusked mace, while Mildew Mage raises a staff of rotting wood, filling the room with a sickly green haze that threatens to choke anyone who breathes it. Kitaru vanishes into the shadows, his dual blades spinning. Miles stands at the front. He is quiet, as usual, but his icy armor glows with a cold intensity. He remembers defeating Dr. Strange. These 3 won't be easy, but he's ready. Gwen checks her gadgets, looking for a way to counter Kitaru's speed, and Jack begins channeling his magic. The battle begins. 1. Mammoth Maul charges directly at Miles, aiming to crush him under a massive overhead strike. 2. Mildew Mage casts fungal overgrowth, sending explosive, poisonous mushrooms toward Jack's feet. 3. Kitaru leaps from the ceiling, attempting a surprise strike on Gwen's blind side. It's your move. Since you are playing as all 3 heroes, how does Miles intercept that massive charge? What spell does Jack use to counter the toxic spores? How does Gwen react to the assassin's ambush? Would you like to describe their first round of attacks, or should I roll for the villain's defense first?
No, because they ain't gonna do anything yet. He matching up perfectly, because it's magic versus magic, spy versus assassin, because both martial artists. And you got brute force, which is a Miles. He's got super strength. They all got super strength, but Miles is super strong. He's more stronger and with super strength. You got the brute force ice warrior, but he's also very smart too. He ain't dumb. None of them are dumb. So when I create the characters I create, y'all, they ain't dumb. They, unless for comedic purposes or whatever, like comedy shit, Google Doc show they're dumb or whatever. But like, they ain't gonna be dumb. I'm back, y'all. I have a crazy attack ready to go. I ain't gonna knock the villains out. I'm not gonna win that fast, but I hope I get something in there. He a little artist stuff, man. He got a little art what I put in there.
That is an incredible opening sequence. You've completely disrupted their formation. Your heroes aren't just fighting, they're showing off some serious power. Here is how the battle shifts after those moves. The battlefield update. Mammoth Maul. Stunned. Your eye blast hit him right in his armored chest. He's reeling back, smoke rising from his fur, trying to blink away the electricity. Mildew Mage. Trapped. The fire waffle cage is burning through her toxic mist. She's screeching, trying to find a gap in the sizzling, syrupy sweet bars. Kitaru. Panic. He's never seen magic like this. He's struggling to stay upright as his own ice dragon shoes start snapping at his ankles. The villain's counterattack, Mammoth Maul versus Miles. Recovering from the shock, he realizes he can't reach you in the air. He rips a giant stalactite from the cavern ceiling and hurls it at you like a javelin. Fly all you want, little warrior. Gravity still works. Mildew Mage versus Jack. She realizes she can't break the fire cage from the inside, so she uses her staff to rot the ground beneath her. She starts sinking into the earth to escape the cage and reappear behind you.
Wait, he's missing some stuff. Hang on. Yeah, he's missing some stuff. I was okay with it, but he's missing some stuff. Hang on.
That is an incredible opening round. You caught the villains completely off guard with that speed and
missed some stuff, y'all.
Creativity. Here is how the battle shifts after those moves. The battle summary, round 1. Miles versus Mammoth Maul. The brute's mace hits nothing but frozen ground as Miles takes to the sky. The electric eye blasts catch Mammoth Maul right in his metallic chest plate, sending thousands of volts through his body. He's stunned and smoking, struggling to stay on his feet. Jack versus Mildew Mage. The fresh spell works perfectly. The air now smells like clean laundry instead of rot. Before the mage can react, Jack tackles her into the dirt. The fire waffle cage snaps shut around her. The heat is drying out her mossy skin, making it impossible for her to cast more spores. Gwen versus Kitaru. Gwen's teleportation is too fast for the assassin. After a brutal back suplex, Kitaru is dazed on the ground. Suddenly, his own boots transform into ice dragons. They start snapping at his legs, pinning him down. The villain's
Should freeze him.
desperation move. The villains are hurt, but they aren't finished
They
yet.
should be.
1. Mammoth Maul enters a primal rage. He rips a massive pillar of stone out of the cavern wall and hurls it at Miles in the air. 2.
So Miles had the physical opponent as. I think it's the first time he had somebody physical. So, y'all, with Miles has something to deal with. He got a big rock thrown at him or whatever. So I'm gonna have to make sure he catches the rock, because I ain't get hit by a rock, okay?
Mildew Mage screams from inside her waffle cage.
Let her
She
die.
uses the last of her energy to summon a swamp golem made of mud and slime outside the cage to grab Jack and pull him away. 3. Kitaru uses a smoke bomb to hide from the ice dragons. He isn't attacking Gwen directly anymore. Instead, he is throwing paralyzing daggers at the ice dragons to try and break his shoes free.
Hang on.
What do you do next? Does Miles shatter that flying pillar or dodge it? How does Jack handle the sticky swamp golem? Since the villains are regrouping, is it time to think about the elemental overlord fusion, or do the heroes have more individual tricks up their sleeves?
You realize. Do he realize it's only Miles who's part of that fusion's there? I think he forgot, y'all. Hang on. Okay, I'm back.
The battle is turning into a total rout for the villains. Your creativity with these transformations is leaving them completely confused.
Good.
Here is the state of the battlefield. The battle summary, round 2. Miles' power play. Miles smashes the stone pillar into pebbles with a single punch. He then grabs the massive Mammoth Maul and hurls him across the clearing into a sturdy oak tree. Before Maul can get up, Miles stomps the earth, sending a thunder wave through the ground that leaves the brute shaking and paralyzed. Gwen's mastery. Gwen's ice dragons are now armored and indestructible, ignoring Kitaru's daggers like they are toothpicks. Then, she pulls off the ultimate prank. Kitaru's own wallet transforms into a giant rock ice bird. The bird towers over him, flapping its frozen wings and pinning the assassin down with its heavy stone talons.
Ooh.
Jack's kitchen magic. Jack skillfully dances around the golem's mud arms. With a flash of magic, the terrifying monster is transformed into a pancake turtle. The turtle is slow, flat, and smells like maple syrup. It starts crawling toward the fire waffle cage to keep the Mildew Mage pinned down. The final stand. The villains are in bad shape. Mammoth Maul is tangled in tree branches, Kitaru is being sat on by a giant bird made of his own money, and Mildew Mage is trapped between fire waffles and a pancake turtle. However, they have one last trick.
No.
1. Mildew Mage uses a dehydration curse to try and dry up Jack's pancake turtle and Gwen's ice bird at the same time. 2. Mammoth Maul finds a second wind. He starts eating the fire waffles to gain fire powers and tries to break out to charge at Miles one last time. 3. Kitaru realizes he can't win a physical fight, so he starts throwing illusion bombs.
I think he's confused. Hang on. Listen again. He's confused, because that's not how it's supposed to go.
The battle has reached a fever pitch. Your team is absolutely dominating the field with some of the most creative magic I've seen yet. Here is how the scene looks for your YouTube recording. Round 2. The heroes take control. Miles, the powerhouse. Miles catches the massive stone pillar mid-air and crushes it into dust with his bare hands. He then dives down, grabs Mammoth Maul by the tusks, and tosses him like a rag doll into a nearby ancient tree. To finish the combo, Miles slams his foot down, sending a thunder wave through the earth that shatters the ground and leaves the brute completely paralyzed. Gwen, the tactician. Gwen's ice dragons evolve, their scales turning into reinforced diamond ice that the daggers just bounce off of. While Kitaru is distracted, she pulls a fast one on him, turning his own wallet into a giant rock ice bird. The massive bird towers over the assassin, pinning him down with a heavy frozen wing. Jack, the alchemist. Jack moves like a blur, making the golem's slow arms look like they're moving in underwater. With a flick of his wrist, the terrifying swamp golem is transformed into a pancake turtle. The turtle is heavy and flat, pinning the Mildew Mage further into the ground while smelling like breakfast. The final stand. The villains are in total disarray. 1. Mammoth Maul is stuck
Because she's still chopping the pancake with the pancake turtle on top of her. So it went inside it with it went on top of the cage then. Oh, it went inside of the cage then.
In the tree, dazed by the electricity. 2. Kataru is being sat on by a giant bird made of his own money and ice. 3. Mildew Mage is trapped in a
And rocks.
waffle cage with a pancake turtle on top of her. However, the 3 villains realize they can't win alone. They reach out their hands, and a dark energy begins to pull them together. They are trying to perform a dark fusion to create one giant monster to stop your team. What is your final move? Do the heroes
I think this is the person who wants to see a fusion.
finish them off right now before they confuse? Or do Jack, Miles, and Gwen combine their powers to form the Elemental Overlord to meet this new threat head-on?
They can't turn to Elemental the Overlord fusion because that's not them. The fusion, the fusion between Miles, John, and Musa, that's the Overlord fusion. Between ice, intelligence, and magic. Elemental magic.
This is a total knockout, Josiah. Your team just completely dismantled the villain's attempt at a dark fusion. Here is how the final moments play out for your video. The grand finale, the villains defeated. Jack's masterstroke. As Mildew Mage tries to channel her dark power, Jack reaches out and rewrites the fundamental nature of her spells. He turns her rot into positive energy. Instead of a dark blast, she is hit with a wave of pure light that burns her away, leaving her powerless and glowing like a neon sign. Gwen's nullification. Gwen targets Kataru's shadow energy. With a snap of her fingers, his darkness simply evaporates. He's left as just a regular guy in a suit. Before he can run, the giant rock icebird opens its beak and absorbs him whole, trapping him in a frozen, hollow chamber inside its chest. Miles' execution. Miles doesn't give Mammoth Maul a second to breathe. He unleashes 2 massive lightning blasts from his hands that light up the entire cavern. While the brute is stunned and smoking, Miles pulls a Pokeball from his belt. The red beam hits the giant Mammoth Man, and with a click, Mammoth Maul is shrunk down and trapped inside. Victory! The caverns of Eternal Frost are silent now, except for the chirping of the icebird and the smell of Jack's pancake turtle. Jack, Miles, and Gwen stand victorious. They didn't even need the Elemental Overlord form this time, because their teamwork was so perfect. Ending the recording, Miles gives a quiet, stoic nod to the camera. Gwen does a victory pose next to her icebird. Jack waves and says, "Don't forget to like and subscribe. Since the battle is over, would you like me to help you write the..."
That's a way to help him with my channel. You know what? I guess I could give YouTube channels for their videos. But why would they record that? I guess it could, their daily lives as superheroes. Let's flip and record. They're showing what they gotta deal with. To show them. Yeah. They can use the YouTube footage as villain for the files.
The YouTube description for this video? Or should we come up with the next set of villains for them to face? That's a great way to wrap things up, Josiah. It shows a lot of heart that Jack treats his magical creations like friends, and Gwen making sure the cavern is clean shows she's a real professional. Here is the official battle grade for your team based on this fight. Battle...
Have Gwen clean up first. What are you doing? Thank you.
That is a perfect way to wrap up the scene. It adds a lot of personality to the characters for your viewers. The aftermath. Gwen raises her hand and casts a shimmering cleaning spell. The scorch marks from the lightning, the mud from the golem, and the debris from the broken pillar all vanish in a wave of sparkling light, leaving the cavern spotless. Jack kneels down next to the pancake turtle. He pats its shell and says, "Until next time, buddy." With a final snap, the turtle glows and fades away, returning to the magical realm. Jack stands up, brushes off his jacket, and the team heads for the exit. Hero grades. Battle evaluation. Here is how the team performed in this encounter. Hero. Grade. Y. Miles. A+. He showed incredible dominance. By using eye blasts while flying, and then using a Pokeball to capture a villain as strong as Mammoth Maul, he proved he is a top-tier powerhouse.
Yeah.
Gwen. A. Her creativity was off the charts. Turning a villain's wallet into a giant rock icebird is a genius move. Her cleaning spell at the end shows she cares about the environment too. Jack. A. Jack's fresh spell was the MVP move for the team's comfort. Turning a scary golem into a pancake turtle showed he can handle high-pressure situations with humor and high-level magic. Final team score, 10/10. Absolute flawless victory with no injuries.
Thanks.
Next steps for Josiah. Since we are done with battles for today, would you like me to 1. Write the YouTube title and description for this video? 2. Create a hero profile for Miles, Jack, or Gwen based on these new moves? 3. Save these villains in our records so we can bring them back, maybe for a Prison Break episode later?
Save their win and the villains' names that Thank you.
That's a great idea. I've officially recorded that Jack the Magic Teenager, Miles the Ice Warrior, and Gwen the Magical Spy won this battle against Mammoth Mall, Mildew Mage, and Kataru. Okay, I'll remember that. You can always ask me to forget things, or manage what I've saved for you on the saved info page.
Trust me.
Whenever you're ready for their next adventure, just let me know.
Ooh, excuse me. Still three villains from the list he had. I just gave him earlier, or this mid-afternoon, afternoon, mid-afternoon. That's 3 villains from the list of the total 251 villains. I don't know about something, y'all. So earlier I asked him a question. I like villains that face this to them. Each one of them, a group type of villains for each one of them. And one I came up with was 48 Teen Titans villains. So these are some of the Teen Titans themed villains he came out with himself, Gemini. So it's 361 take away 3, so that's 60, 59, 58, 258 left. What's the weather for tomorrow? Yeah. January 13th looking like what? Snow? Well, I got my hat and gloves and everything else.
In Mansfield, there will be snow showers with a high of 18.
Hopefully tomorrow, work donations, we be safe, y'all. If we gotta go home tomorrow, that's fine. But it's better to be safe than not. It better be safe than sorry and all that stuff like that. But if it's good, if it's good to stay at work, that's good. But I'm getting some chips right now. Donations slow down tomorrow with the snow and all that. I hope me and my coworkers tomorrow be safe, and our boss is gonna be there too. The boss is gonna be there, and the donors too. I hope everybody be safe. Safe drive for everybody to be safe, y'all.
And a low of 12.
No. Sunday. We'll have to wait extra quarter? Jeez. So wait, yeah, Sunday is the 18th, yeah.
In Mansfield, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 17 and a low of 11.
What about the...
On Monday, January 19th in Mansfield, expect light snow during the day with a high of 19 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 2 degrees Fahrenheit.
Do you know? No.
In Mansfield on Monday, January 26th, the forecast shows light snow with a high of 38 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Would you like the forecast for any other day that week?
No, I'm good. No, I'm eating your chips. My bad. That's not my bad. These ribs are good. Oh yeah. So these chips are good. I'm sorry. I ain't sorry, child. Shut up. You ain't Mary Jenkins from 227. Alright, y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll get these videos uploaded, y'all. Don't you worry about it. Well, actually, I'm gonna post them. You guys worry or not. I'm gonna post it. 3 videos so far. This will be the 4th video. I'm gonna post another reaction video to a Karen video or something like that. Search the Karen videos and mukbangs for now, y'all. Ammo videos for now. And Minecraft videos for now. Or react to more D Chanel videos or other channels like that. Please kind of let me know. I'll see y'all later.